Hi, welcome to Learning Monkey. I am Raghu here. In this class, we will discuss about how to add and remove columns from the data frame. In our previous class, we already discussed about how to add and remove the lines from the data frame. This is a continuation class. Please follow our playlist from the beginning so that you will have a better understanding of the complete Python for data science. The link for the playlist is provided in the description below. Coming to today's class, how to add and delete a column in the data frame. Let's take some examples and understand that. This is the example data frame which we are taking in our example. We are creating a new data frame. Here we are creating a data. This is dictionary. Using this dictionaries, we are creating a data frame. This dictionaries consists of name, age and marks. So our data frame considers the column names as name, age and marks. This is our data frame. How many lines we are having in this data frame? In this data frame we are having 0, 1, 2, 3. Total 4 lines are there, 3 columns are there. If you want to add a new column to the data frame, what's the method that we have to use? We will use the insert method. In our last class we showed that there are so many methods and attributes present in the data frame. In our last class we discussed a few of them which are required for adding and removing the lines in the data frame, and the new method which we are going to discuss today is insert method. Okay, let's take a look at the insert method first from the official website of Python documentations on data frame. So this is our official website. This is the insert method. In this insert method we are having a total 4 parameters. What is this LOC parameter? LOC means location. At what location you have to place the new column. That is what the location mean. Okay, coming to the column, the second parameter, column. What this column says is what's the name of the column that we have to consider for the new column. Whatever you want to insert, the column name should be mentioned at the column parameter. And the next one, whatever the values that are present in the column, that should be presented in the value place. So allow duplicates, that we will understand with an example. In our coming examples we will understand what's the use of allow duplicates. So value is equal to, it should be a int, series or array, like means list can be taken. All those values should be considered as values. We can this insert function will access those list and whatever we can give it as a series. So all the values will be considered by using the value parameter. Let's take some examples and understand how we can write the code to add a new columns to the data frame. See here, df.insert of, we are using the insert function, and at what position we want to insert the new column. At first position in the existing, how many columns are there? Name, age and marks. By default it will take 0th column, first column and second column. At first position means in between name and age we have to consider the new column. That new column name is qualification. So the second parameter is taking the output, taking the value qualification, and the list of values that are present in the qualification column is provided in the list. This is how we will add a new column. After adding the new column, what's the output we got here? Name, qualification. At the first position we got qualification, age is moved to the second position and marks is going to the next position. This is how we will insert the columns into the data frame using insert function. Okay, so coming to the next example, again try to insert. So one more example, again after inserting the qualification column, again we are trying to insert the qualification column. What will happen? It won't accept duplicates. If you want to accept the duplicates, then we will use the method, use the parameter which we discussed previously, the allow duplicates. So if you say it as allow duplicates is equal to true, then it will consider the duplicate columns also. It will create one more column. That is how we will use the allow duplicates method to create the new same column, duplicate columns. Coming to our second example, next example, second way, one more way we can add new columns to the data frame, that is considered as a So we have created a data frame here by using df of qualification. Okay, directly by using the variable df means this is referencing to the data frame variable. This data frame variable of qualifications means if you want to access a column directly, we can access using df of name column will be accessed. The same way df of qualification is not there, that's why it is appending it to the existing data frame. Df of qualification is equal to, we have to mention the list of values that are present in that column. It is by default, it will add to the end of the data frame. 0th column, first column, second column, and the last one is added as qualification. This is how we will, the second way is to access, mean adding the new column to the data frame. One more method we can use by, if you want to add multiple columns to the data frame, we will use the method called assign. See here, we have created a new data frame, the same data frame which we used in our previous examples. So we created it again in order to eliminate the confusion. So we are taking two lists, list 1 and list 2, and these two lists are given as input to the columns. So df.assign of qualification is equal to list 1, gender is equal to list 2. Assign method returns new object. Means assign methods by default it will give the new object. That new object should be placed in df itself. That's why we are using df is equal to df.assign of qualification is equal to list 1, gender is equal to list 2. So it is going to add two new columns. This is the output which we got, name, age, marks, qualification and gender. So this is the output which we got. And coming to the next concept, removing a column from the data frame. The concept how to remove the column from the data frame was already discussed in our previous class, because we use the same method to delete the lines and columns from the data frame. What's the method which we discussed in our previous class? Drop method should be used. We have created a data frame. If you want to drop a column from the data frame, so we can, in this drop method we are having 5 different parameters. We can use labels and axis. Labels means if you give the column name, it will check the column names and delete the column names. If you mention axis is equal to 1 means it will check the labels as columns. If you mention axis is equal to 0 means it will define it as axis is equal to 0 means it will check the labels as lines. This differentiation we already discussed in our previous class. That's why we are not stressing much on this concept. So we were using the labels and axis. And one more way also we can do. We will show that example at the end of this class. Name is qualification. We are eliminating the first one, axis is equal to 1. Here we are taking name, age, marks and qualification. Okay, drop labels is equal to, we are making it as marks column is deleted. So name, age and qualification is there. Removing multiple columns using names. We can delete the multiple columns at a time. The same method, df.drop of labels is equal to marks comma qualification. If you give the list of column names and axis is equal to 1, we can eliminate the multiple columns at a time. You already know what's in place is equal to true. This is discussed in our previous class. In place is equal to true means by default drop method will provide a new data frame. It will return the new data frame. If you want to make it as in place, then we will use the in place option. In place is equal to true value. So this option is eliminating marks and qualification. That's why it is displaying only. So what's the output? It is displaying name and age. Marks and qualification is deleted. Removing columns using index. The same way we can use we can eliminate the columns using indexes also. No need to mention the names. We can use indexes also. Df dot columns of 2, 3. So what's this columns means? Columns is an attribute in our data frame class. This attribute, if you mention the column indexes, it will provide the names of those columns. That is how we will use this columns attribute. In our previous class we discussed about some of the attributes, and the new attribute which we are going to discuss here is a columns attribute. It will give the names of the columns if you mention the indexes. Means in the drop method, in place of we have to mention the column names. In place of that we have mentioned the df dot columns of 2 comma 3, means this will return the column names. So access is equal to 1, those names, whatever the names that are present in the second and third position, those names will be deleted. Those columns, the names that belongs to that column should be deleted. This is how we will use columns attribute to delete the columns using indexes, by using those index values. Okay, index is providing marks and qualification. For understanding purpose, we have displayed here df.columns attribute. What it is going to display? Marks, qualification. That's why we have used this printf statement, df.columns. Now coming to the next one, removing columns using parameter columns. In the drop method we discussed that we can use we can delete columns using two ways. One is using axis and labels, and the one is using columns. So this discussion we discussed in our previous class. The same example which we are taking here. Instead of axis and labels, we have mentioned the columns is equal to marks comma qualification. Using this we can remove the columns using, we can delete the columns using the parameter called columns in the drop method. Okay, so hope you understand the concepts, how to remove, adding and deleting the columns from the data frame. If you have any questions regarding the concept, please post your questions in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel and press bell icon for the latest updates. Thank you.